Monday, October 9th, 2023, afternoon edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video.
Good afternoon, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AGNDD Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in summarizing the news. Without further ado, here are the headlines of the day. Cut heart disease risk by climbing stairs daily. Why your mortgage rate is different. CNN. Israel and Hezbollah engage in artillery and rocket fire. Study reveals COVID-19 likely originated from nature. Joyful scene after Notre Dame win. Louisville's victory. Mexican liquors and beers driving torrid growth. And more, but first let's take a look at this day in history.
October 9th in history. October 9th, 1238, James I of Aragon establishes the Kingdom of Valencia. October 9th, 1410, the first known mention of the Prague astronomical clock.
Today's obituaries. Jackson Anthony was a renowned Sri Lankan actor and film director who sadly passed away at the age of 65 following complications from a traffic collision. He was highly regarded in Sri Lanka for his versatility and talent in the fields of film, theatre and television. David Benedictus was an English novelist who is well known for his works such as The 4th of June and Return to the 100-Acre Wood. Sadly, he has passed away at the age of 85. Andrea Branzi. Brief Wikipedia summary. Italian architect Andrea Branzi, 84, has passed away. Branzi was known for his work in architecture, design and academia and was a key figure in movements such as Archizum Associati, Studio Alchimia and the Memphis Group. His designs are featured in museums around the world. Anthony Hickox was an English film director, screenwriter and actor. He was known for his work in the horror genre, particularly for films like Waxwork. Sadly, he passed away at the age of 64. Hickox was also recognized for directing the film adaptation of the Prince Valiant comic strip. Petar Perobic, brief Wikipedia summary. Petar Perobic, a well-known Montenegrin water polo player and coach, has passed away at the age of 66. He had a successful career as a coach, including winning world gold with the State Union of Serbia and Montenegro team in 2005. Alan Weisbecker, a 75-year-old American surfer, novelist and screenwriter known for his work on Crime Story, has passed away. He was also the author of several books and contributed to various surfing magazines.
Famous people born on this day.
October 9th, 1934. Jill Kerr Conway, Australian historian and author, died in 2018.
Donald Coggan. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Frederick Donald Coggan was an English archbishop who served as the 101st Archbishop of Canterbury from 1974 to 1980. He revived morale within the Church of England, opened a dialogue with Rome, and supported women's ordination.
And now on to today's news.
General news.
Majority of Americans and even the majority of Republicans support McCarthy's ouster. Politico.
A majority of Americans, including conservatives and liberals, support the House's move to remove Kevin McCarthy as Speaker, according to a CBS News poll. The survey also found that 75% of those who supported McCarthy's ouster believed he was ineffective.
Israel-Hezbollah exchange artillery, rocket fire. Reuters.
Israel and Hezbollah exchanged artillery and rocket fire on Sunday following a deadly attack by Palestinian gunmen on Israeli towns. Hezbollah launched rockets and artillery onto 3 posts in solidarity with the Palestinian people. The Israeli military was on high alert and fired artillery into Lebanon in response. The United Nations peacekeeping mission in southern Lebanon called for the situation to be contained to avoid escalation.
2 shot on Bowie State University campus, WBAL-TV, Baltimore.
2 19-year-old men were shot on the Bowie State University campus during the school's homecoming celebrations. The victims were taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police believe there may have been more than one shooter, and they are still searching for the suspects. The shooting comes just days after 5 people were shot at Morgan State University. Bowie State University had increased security in response to the Morgan State shooting and had invited Morgan State students to their homecoming activities.
The Exorcist Believer possesses box office with $27 million debut. Variety.
The Exorcist Believer, a reboot in the horror franchise, debuted at the #1 spot at the domestic box office, earning $27.2 million. Despite falling short of expectations, the film's global start of $45.1 million puts it in a good position for its theatrical run. However, poor reviews and lukewarm audience scores may affect the future of the franchise.
As Israel is attacked by Hamas, oil traders are focused on Iran. Yahoo Finance.
Oil traders are closely watching the conflict between Israel and Hamas, as the risk of a wider conflict spreading across the region could impact oil supplies. While there is no immediate threat to supply, the focus is on Iran, a major oil producer and backer of Hamas. A retaliatory strike against Iran could raise fears over the Strait of Hormuz, a vital shipping artery. Additionally, there is the prospect of the U.S. cracking down on Iranian oil exports, which could impact supply and prices.
Business news.
Possible 3-day closure of Walgreens pharmacies. Staff concerns KTVI Fox 2 St. Louis.
Some Walgreens pharmacies may close for 3 days as pharmacists and staff consider a walkout due to challenging working conditions and staffing issues. Walgreens states that it has increased training for new pharmacists but paused training for non-critical workers during the immunization season.
Mexican liquors and beers are on the rise in the United States. Here's what's driving the torrid growth. CNBC.
The U.S. is the largest market for Mexico's agave-based spirits and top beers, with Mexican brands dominating the alcoholic beverages industry. Tequila and mezcal have become the second fastest-growing spirits category in the U.S., and Mexican beer imports are up 10.6% in 2023. These brands have achieved success through authentic marketing, appealing to consumers' willingness to spend more on higher-quality products and their easy-to-drink taste.
Why your mortgage rate is probably different from the average. CNN.
The average U.S. mortgage rate has reached 7.49%, the highest in 23 years. However, individual rates can vary depending on factors such as credit score, debt-to-income ratio, employment history, track record of debt repayment, down payment amount, and the presence of a cosigner.
Technology news.
Elon Musk expresses hope Starship won't explode next time he launches it. Futurism.
SpaceX CEO Elon Musk is unsure if the next test launch of the Starship rocket will be successful or end in another explosion. Musk stated that while they believe it will work, they are not certain. SpaceX's first attempt in April ended in a fireball, and it remains unclear when the next launch will take place. Musk mentioned that they are developing a hot stage system to address the issues encountered during the first launch.
Baldur's Gate, 3 players crowned the most reliable spell in the game, Dexerto.
The article discusses the popularity of the spell Cloud of Daggers among players of the game Baldur's Gate 3. The spell, which creates 3 pillars of spectral daggers that deal constant damage, is favored for its reliability in combat situations. Wall of Fire is also mentioned as a similarly useful spell.
Sports news.
Von Miller, Zay Jones active in London. NBC Sports.
Von Miller is set to make his first appearance of the 2023 season, as he has been activated from the PUP list by the Buffalo Bills. The team will be without 2 other edge rushers, Greg Rousseau and Shaq Lawson, for their game against the Jaguars in London. Wide receiver Zay Jones will be back in the lineup for Jacksonville.
Crawford, joyful scene after Notre Dame win is why Louisville brought Brome home. WDRB.
Health news.
High levels of good cholesterol linked to increased risk of dementia. SciTech Daily.
Both high and low levels of HDL cholesterol are associated with a slightly increased risk of dementia in older adults, according to a study published in Neurology. The study involved over 184,000 individuals and found that those with the highest levels of HDL cholesterol had a 15% higher rate of dementia, while those with the lowest levels had a 7% higher rate compared to those in the middle group. However, the study does not prove causation, and the clinical significance of these findings remains uncertain.
Want to cut heart disease risk? Here's how many flights of stairs to climb daily. Science alert.
Climbing at least 50 steps a day can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by more than 20%, according to research based on surveys of 458,860 UK adults. Stair climbing was found to reduce risk for all participants, but especially for those not already at high risk. The study also discovered that individuals who discontinued regular stair climbing had a 32% higher risk of cardiovascular disease. Although the study does not provide enough evidence to establish cause and effect, the correlation is noteworthy.
Entertainment news.
How a lonely mountain lion led to the creation of the world's largest wildlife overpass. CNN.
A mountain lion named P22, who gained fame for residing near Los Angeles' Griffith Park, has sparked the creation of the world's largest wildlife overpass. The $100 million endeavor, supported by private donations and the California Transportation Department, seeks to facilitate the safe passage of animals across the 6-lane 101 freeway. Wildlife crossings, proven effective in Europe and Canada, are viewed as a pragmatic resolution to the issue of animal vehicle accidents, which cause millions of animal fatalities annually.
Sharna Burgess explains why she and Brian Austin Green aren't sure if they'll have another baby. Yahoo Entertainment.
Sharna Burgess, fiancée of Brian Austin Green, says they are unsure about expanding their family. While they talk about having another child, no decision has been made. Burgess wants to ensure all the children receive equal love and attention. They have discussed freezing eggs as an option.
Sharon Stone requires 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep to avoid seizures after a near-death health incident. Fox News.
Sharon Stone has revealed that she requires 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep to prevent seizures after suffering a stroke in 2001. She stated that she has struggled to find work in Hollywood since her health incident and has faced other difficulties, including losing custody of her son. Stone is now a board member on the Barrow Neurological Foundation, which focuses on innovative treatment and research for neurological conditions.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.